Welcome, Pisces. This is your Wheel of Fortune reading for February 2020. The Wheel of Fortune is a reading designed specifically to let you know where your opportunities lie. Your opportunities for increasing abundance, your opportunities for romance, for whatever it is that you feel you need to move forward with in your life, and whatever the universe or the world, however you frame it, is presenting to you. And so, hopefully in the future, these Wheel of Fortune readings will be coming out prior to the month so that you can refer back to them as a guide for the different circumstances that come up for you. The channel just started, so this one's going to be for the remainder of February 2020. And Pisces, it looks like I have a lot of good news on the table for you right now. Right now, you are in a position, and it may not seem this way initially, but it's just with respect to the various opportunities for advancement you have. You are in a position to really balance things out, to juggle things very adeptly, and especially in a material way. I'm aware that this is tax season, so maybe that has something to do with it. A tax return has something to do with it, or getting that done. And also we're at a point now where a lot of us are financially and otherwise finally getting over the holidays. And so getting things balanced, you are in a place where you are able to do that. You are able to live a balanced material life, or to at least get to that point. You have that ability. One of the first things I'm seeing on the table for you right now is that as a part of this, you have the opportunity to take some time to yourself. A lot of people are experiencing this. Is represented by the Hermit in the tarot. A lot of us are experiencing this Hermit energy right now. That may have something to do with the season as well. But you have the opportunity to take that time to yourself, to become secure in your own wisdom, to keep your own counsel, as it were, to become someone who is self-sufficient in their own wisdom, in their own heart and their own mind. And this doesn't necessarily involve moving away from rejecting the company of other people. It may involve physically getting away or taking a weekend to yourself, that kind of thing. But to do this for you will ignite your imagination. And it will ignite your imagination in a way that you are able to daydream again. You are able to daydream about those possibilities of life that keep us motivated. You may have gone through some trying times. You may be in a very practical mindset, or have been a very practical mindset, where your capacity to dream and your capacity to generate those things that they might be possible, they might not be in reality, but they are the things that keep us going. What we want out of life, those beautiful ideas that we have that we can work for, that might be possible. If you take that time to yourself, whether physically or just mentally, spiritually, you're going to be able to ignite that capacity in yourself again, and this is going to develop your intuition. Okay, this is going to develop your ability to know what is what in this kind of daydreamy kind of realm of your mind, what can be real and what can not be real. It will develop your intuition in a way that helps guide you through the next phase, the next period of time after you go through this. So I would definitely advise, based on the cards, if you have the opportunity, again, to take that time to yourself, do some meditation, however you want to go about doing that it's going to be a very positive experience for you. And it's going to, again, develop your intuition, make you a better decision maker, not just in your head, but in your gut as well, and in your heart. You have the opportunity to get things done. You have an opportunity to get things done quickly. This may involve messages back and forth with other people. I do see that this involves money, or at the very least, material wealth, the material realm. This could as easily involve exercise. Often in this kind of a format. The material could be spoken of in terms of money or in terms of the physical body, but you can get to a very good place with respect to your material self by putting some action into that. Just like I said, just getting things done quickly. It may involve exchanging messages with other people, but it may just involve you getting off your butt and seeing what needs to get done and getting it done. I'm reminded of the way I go about when I go about house cleaning. A lot of us just, okay, things have gotten to be too much. You get up, you see this needs to be done, that needs to be done, do some of this, do some of that, just here and there getting things done. That might be a good attitude to take if you see a situation, especially on a material way, because again, you have this ability to be balanced. And so if you're multitasking, or you're multitasking just in things you're doing yourself, or you're multitasking when it comes to communicating with other people, you right now have the ability to be very balanced in that and to juggle things very well. So this is, again, a good opportunity for you. This is a good time for you to do that kind of thing, and it will lead you to a very secure place, a very good place, a place of mastery that maybe you didn't even know that you could get to. I'm also seeing that you may have the chance coming up to do something that is completely different for you, something that is in some ways the opposite of what you thought you were. You may have the opportunity come up, and it may be on your mind already. It may be something that you already know about, that you're already considering, but you're thinking, oh, well, you know what, a job opportunity, or maybe even a relationship, somebody that you might go on a date with, or something that is telling you that, you know what, you're thinking that the logic looks good, but that's normally just not me. Well, give it a chance. That's what the cards are saying. If you have the opportunity to do something which is completely out of character for you, but logically it looks like it might work. It might work, even though it's completely different. Definitely give that a chance, because there's a potential for some extreme happiness, for some very good times, if you go ahead and try that out. And at the very least, you're going to have the experience once you're done. But what the cards are telling me is that you're going to get your wish. You're going to, by doing something completely out of character, that you think that that the logic looks good, even though it's not you. Typically, you may find that you are very, very happy with that. It might involve being very, very happy with other people as well, depending on the situation. But again, the cards recommend it. You may have the chance to go on a trip over the next couple of weeks. This is most likely a physical journey of some kind. It might be a mental or spiritual journey, like a life I'm journeying away, but it's most likely a physical journey involving physical going to a significant distance away, going away from something that you're kind of over and you're kind of done with right now. And it's not, the way the cards are reading, it's not as important where you're going to, but the fact that you're going away from something. This might not be a permanent trip. This might be literally getting away, like a weekend getaway. But going away from something that you are just tired and done with, this will lead you, again, to a very good place. This will lead you to a place of self-actualization, actually. This is going to lead you to a place to lead you to become a person who is far more in command of his or her faculties and his or her self, ready to be a leader. You may find a leadership opportunity open up as a result of this. But again, the cards are recommending this. If you have the opportunity to get away from something, physically get away, go on a getaway, or move away from something that is just absolutely not working for you, you will find yourself becoming a person, being in a situation where then you are in command, and you are in command of yourself. You are very strong, and in a much better way. I'm also seeing something here which is a little bit enigmatic for me, so you're just going to have to try to interpret it and apply it to your own life as it resonates, as they say. Having to do with a happy home. This is the Four of Wands, and the Four of Wands at times can represent marriage. It represents the happiness of stability, the happiness that comes with stability, something worth celebrating that comes with stability. Going to a wedding, something of that nature would automatically show up as the Four of Wands, but it might not be that specifically for you. But it's a good, happy, celebratory situation having to do with stability, maybe having to do with relationships, but also there's a very strong component of professional work here, putting the work in, putting the detailed work in. Putting the detailed work into a situation having to do with the happiness that comes with new stability, a new stable place, and building a strong foundation. And that is going to increase your luck. That's going to bring you into a place where luck is on your side. You may find unexpected benefits coming to you from this. You may find yourself, if you put this diligent work into whatever this aspect is, having to do with building a strong foundation, you will find yourself in a place where it seems like the universe is working for you a little bit better, where you're being, granted opportunities that you normally didn't see, where you're finding that, extra bill in in the cushions of your couch or in your pocket that you forgot was there. Things like this. So again, good news all around. I think that the main message for you, Pisces, right here, is that whatever kind of opportunities you see in your life right now, for whatever goals you might have, you're in a good place to juggle things. You're in a good place to make things work. So go ahead and don't be afraid. Just go ahead and get moving. Go ahead and make it, and go ahead and engage, because once again, lots of good news on the table for you for this next couple of weeks. I hope something here I have said can be helpful to you. Again, feel free to refer back to this reading over the course of the next couple of weeks. Look for the next Wheel of Fortune for March coming up soon. I thank you for your comments, for your likings, and your subscribings. And those of you who would like to support the channel, there is a link to our Patreon page in the description below. Patreon subscribers receive additional readings, at least 2 additional readings each month, one for love and one for money. The love reading is separated between singles and those in committed relationships, so there's something for everybody there. Once again, this is Art Kozak, and I look forward to speaking to you again in the future.